Good morning, everyone. Brian here with BMK Retro Gaming. This Saturday morning, and it is very early here. Let me see, around 1:30 something, I think. So I haven't got any coffee going yet, just a little bit of sweet tea. But it had come to my mind that there is a little review that I had not gotten to yet. And so we're going to do a little hardware review of the Atari 7800 controller, 2600 control gamepad Woodgrain from RetroGameBoyz. I've got it written down here, that's why you see me looking there. Here we go. I got this, I believe it was last spring or summer one, and it is very nice actually. I have not had a chance to try it with any games yet, but this is basically what it looks like. See, it's got that woodgrain finish in here, or supposed to be like it. Very nice. You have your, D-pad. Looks like at least 4-directional mostly. A start and select button. And A and B buttons. And as you can see, it's pinned out with the pin layout, which will work with either your Atari 7800 or your Atari VCS 2600. This is an excellent option if, as opposed to, say, an original Atari 7800 joystick controller or Atari VCS 2600 joystick controller, you would prefer something more along the lines of a gamepad, which can be very useful and make things a bit easier in many cases. With the two buttons, certainly is useful for many games requiring that. Let me see. It's fairly similar to my Hyperkin Ranger joypad controller, which I got before, which I believe has one large button. And instead of a straight-up D-pad, it has a mini joystick, which in some games like, say, the Atari VCS 2600 Double Dragon port, that can come in handy. Because, you know, to perform certain kicks and all, you have to be able to have your joystick moved into corner direction and such, something that your D-pad doesn't really do. But otherwise, this would be good for almost anything where a joypad would be much more comfortable and preferable. I know myself personally, I grew up, when I was about 3 years old, I got the Nintendo 3rd generation Nintendo NES as my first home video game console, so I was used to a joypad like this, with pretty much this type of layout. So it is, in some cases, very comfortable, much more comfortable to me, or will be. Like I said, I haven't tried to gotten a chance to try it with any games yet, but that's going to come up as I continue to review some more Atari 7800 and Atari VCS 2600 games, so we're going to find out. I do know from what I read that it's not supposed to work properly with the AtGames or otherwise Atari Flashback 9s, so wouldn't try it with that. Pretty much anything else, original hardware, most other flashbacks and all, it should work just fine with. And at RetroGameBoyz, I believe it's RetroGameBoyz.com. I will leave a link to their website in the description for you guys so you can check it out, because they do have this and other modern rebuild controllers and such for a number of classic consoles, so great source. You guys should really check it out. So I'll leave the link for you. But anyway, this was about $39 something, a little under $40 before shipping and handling. And I looked it up and they've still got it listed about the same price now, so I'd say that's pretty reasonable for this type of controller. Not entirely a steal, but you could say it's much more of a waste of money on something else. Like, seriously, they're still asking that much or higher for the cheapest wired PlayStation 4 controllers, and I'm like, okay, I know the thing hadn't quite been replaced and the PS5 taken off, but come on, those controllers probably should have gone down a bit more by now, you know? Maybe. Hey, you want one that's a wireless one, it's going to be a lot more than that. I think that's something like $50 or $75 something for that. So this at around not quite $40 before you would pay shipping and handling on it is actually very reasonable, very good deal. I guess what it comes to with shipping and handling would depend on where you're at and and also the tax rates and all stuff like that. Of course, it'll all be calculated for you in the store. I found mine through Amazon.com, but you can also go straight to RetroGameBoyz website, I believe, RetroGameBoyz.com. I'll make sure to look it up and leave a link for you guys. Again, I just did not bother to do that very much before I started this video. It's a minor detail. I'll make sure you guys have the right link. Anyway, that's just a quick going over of that one, showing it off for you guys a bit, since I've had it for over a year now and I'm just now getting to it. Kind of sad, but thank you very much to the people over at RetroGameBoyz. I'm going to make sure you guys get a link to this video too. Hope you enjoy. And I hope everyone else who might be able to use one of these will give it some nice consideration. If you enjoy my channel's content, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And please don't hesitate to leave any questions, comments, or suggestions down in the comment section below. You guys take care. Have a nice morning. And I've got another homebrew review video coming out Sunday, so I'll see you again then.